Welcome. This is the Buddhist Yoga and Medicine podcast. I'm honored to have guest Prajwal Vajracharya, who is a Newar Vajracharya Buddhist priest and also a dance teacher of Charya Nrtya. So thank you again for joining us, Prajwal Vajracharya.
Thank you, James. Yeah. So,
So please, yes, start us off with an introduction again
okay.
of Charya Nrtya.
So Charya Nrtya, when I was 8 years, my fathers used to teach in his life, and my grandfathers used to teach in his life. So this is the part of our culture, which is generation to generation to generation, and continues tradition. And also we have to know that is like in a Newar Buddhism, it is a really important singing and dancing. Without in a literally it's say in a Hebrew tantra, it's like without singing and dancing, forget about the liberations. So the concept is in here like a singing. It is basically like the chantings and prayings and whatever recitings and all the mantras and sutras, whatever it is connected that way. This is we call a singing. And then dancing is a call like the movements. It's the continuously like the every single minute and second our body is start to moving. So bringing that awareness and move through with this chantings and the meaning and significance, and make that move with a complete awareness. That's we call the dance. So dance is basically consists and awakening every part of the body or every cells of the body to move through it with full awareness. That's we call the dance. So in here in a Sanskrit term they call the nrtya, the dance. So nirtya is also coming from the nitya. Nitya means the daily practice. So when we call that the nitya puja means that means daily ritual. So whenever we call the nitya, it's usually start also the other part in the back in 1,000 years. Every practitioner have to practice every day. So once you do the everyday practice, it is build the energy and transform the energy into the body. So Charya Nrtya, Charya means Charya Tantra, they talk about that like the practice or the actions. You need to take in action and make it that actions meaningful way. Like you cannot just like accents whatever you wanted. It have to be meaningful behind there. So when you come to the point like when you come to a meaningful way of everyday practice, it's make you meaningful life. That's why in the Hebrew Tantra is without singing and dancing, no enlightenment. So idea in here like is every part in the Charya dance is have we have thousands of dance. My father's collected is about 2 volumes of the Charya dance, Charya song. That is 1 volume, then 2 volume. It's about like a 557 Charya song being collected in his own Charya collections on the book on manuscript. And my brother's working there. He tried to span it, whoever have it, the Charya song, bring it here. He can put together, so making that available for public. So we have a 1,500 Charya songs in he being collected so far. So Charya is like those people who is really practiced in the back in 1,000 years before. So those we call the master, we call the siddhas. In Nepal, we have almost 75 mahasiddhas, which is not included into the Indian siddhas or the when you see that it's in the from the 7th century, 12th centuries with the 84 mahasiddha. That doesn't include it that way. We have ourselves, it's the Mahasiddha, which is we call Vajracharya, great master, basically. So we have 75 of them. And those people who compose the Charya song. So those people compose the Charya song to practice every day in their life in a meaningful way. Charya song is not only like a deities and a visualization deity or embody as a deities. So some Charya song, which is like a dedicate to the nature, like they go to some people master, grow in the jungles or grow in the mountains. And then when they see the winds hit to the trees and trees making leaf fall down and make that movement and the dancing with the leaf and then dissolving into the nature, when you see that it's in a poetic way, in a poetic way, the reading that poetic way, you can easily visualize into our mind. So, and some Charya song, which is about talk about the nadi chakras, like this chakras nadi is like the head chakra, it's the going to the altar, marching into there, and then it's the dropping down with the other part of the body, with the singing with this part. They talk all about nadi chakras, and some Charya song it's about everything's about nature, and some Charya songs it's all about the animals. So in other part, like in whatever, however, people can get the wisdoms, and whatever make you the easy way of wisdoms to they use in the Charya song. That's just like completely wisdom tradition. Like for example, they usually, animals like every animals have a really specific energy, which is human doesn't have it. But if we can get that energy, it's making liberation, basically. Like if you have a dog kind of energy, sniffing, you can smell, then you can find something, something which you cannot find it, something which internally you can feel the vibrations with the watching and seeing and feeling. It's make a change. So that's why they created also, it's a part of the Chakra Samvara Tantra, even like there's so many animals it's been used. And then we have a dance for those two. So idea in the other hand, like I don't know how it's been that ways in the Mahasiddhas and the Siddhas. They may feel in the back in old days there must be human being killing, so many animals being killed. So they use as like, hey, this animal is a goddess, animal is a god. So in the highest esoteric tradition is like all animals have a yabyuns in the Tantra. So that's also the other part. So that's why in the Charya song, like every aspect of the human beings, what we needed for the wisdoms to generate and how to embody that wisdom, that's about the Charya dance. So Charya Nrtya means daily practice, basically. Daily practice means whatever you do, there's a, Buddha said, 84,000, whatever you do at a meaningful way for all the nation, all the people, and use that meaningful way and help to others, then it is a Charya dance. So that's why Charya have a vast, just not only one Charya. It's like a Charya have as I say, like the 1,500 Charya songs and Charya dances there. And that was only my brother started collecting from other, but who, I don't know, how many, we don't know exactly. It's beyond than we can think. That is we have. And then Charya part, like is every Charya dance is like sounds. When you talk about the sound, like a vibration, the sounds like the mantra. If your proper way of singing is like a tuning the musical instrument. If you don't tune it properly, then sounds is horrible, doesn't go in the right way. So singing it properly and tuning in it properly, it's make you into calm, make you into relax, make you into transformation of the body. And within there, that then you move like everybody, generally speaking, everybody have that qualities, because like if you see the drum playing, you just start moving in a different way. If you just melodies like softly, you just feel calm and relaxed. I mean, generally everybody have that way in a mind setup. So, but in a Charya dance, they have a very, very specific way. They make you that how you can generate the awakening the mind, and on top of that, and transformations, it's happening. So Charya dance is all about embodiment. It's just not only like intellectual. There's full noble truth. There's the Chatu Brahma Vihara, the happiness and joyness. How you can take the joyness and the happiness, how you can feel, how you can express that way. So how you can take that as all full noble truth into this body. So you have an embodiment and bring it that embodiment so you can share clearly. with the full body. That is about the Charya dances. So lots of Charya songs talk about Paul Noble truth, talk about you know the emptiness, talk about any kind of wisdoms, how you can take that wisdoms and in your intellectual mind you apply into the brain and make it that into the body and show to the people. It's whole different world, and also other part is a whole different language. So those language, it is somebody who study the language, they can only understand it basically, but you can feel, when you dance a Charya dance, in any Charya dance, you can really feel like what is about, like sometimes like we dance with the Kurukulle or Simhamukha or the Ekajati, I mean the vibrations and energies, and in top of that, if you dance with the Avalokiteshvara or Konyans or the Tara, it's a vast different energy. You can feel, you don't need to be understanding what that meaning is. But other part, like if you know the Sanskrit, then everybody knows what that means. The expressions, this all Charya song is written in Sanskrit, so everybody easily, if they know the Sanskrit, easily they can feel the vibration. So for example, like in the iconographies of the deities, when they talk about, like they usually say, like I have one face, and that face is essential, like they also sometimes they usually show like the moons, like in the sky. The moon face is my face, it's a moon face, it's shining and glowing. Or sometimes like the flower, it's my face. So it's soft and sensual. That's my face. So when they express about the soft and compassionate deities, that's where they describe who they are. And then whatever they're holding, the objects and the ornaments and whatever they have, there's also the meaning behind there. So they express that part. So that's why Charya dance is, it's not it's simple. It's have a vast difference, layers of the layers in the Charya dance. So that's I can say for a little introduction about the Charya. So
Thank you. For a general introduction to some of the sacred feminine or goddesses of the Newar tradition, can you share a little bit about the iconography, the gestures, or about some of these feminine or goddesses, such as Aryatara, Kurukulle, wherever you'd like to start, Simhamukha, and we hope you can speak about Yeshe Tsogyal. Anything about any of their dances or Vajrayogini, some of her
yeah, was
gestures? Please.
Yeah. So in a in a part of the Charya dance, it's like that. We have a man and a woman. It doesn't make a distinction about that. We have a qualities with the become a man, become a woman. So in a Buddhist this Charya dance tradition, male dance female deities, female dance male deities. It doesn't make it that, because it's dancing means like it's the energy moving to the body. So you can be the female energy. So for example, like green taras, like a simple ways, like I say, green tara is any positions that always have they call ease, like they holding with the split finger. This finger, when you talk about a finger part, this finger is connected to earth energy. Earth energy in that sense, like way. So lots of masters and lots of teachers, they always recite the malas with this, using the thumb. Thumb is the energy, is the earth energy. Earth energy is connected to your bone. So when you move the bone, if you have a healthy bone, then your healthy body is naturally happening. So when you connect to then you come to the point with this finger, with the index finger. Index finger is connected to your mind. Index finger connected to your air element, which is you breathe in, breathe out. That's why mostly in the yogi traditions, like there's a sit in this pose, which means like directly connected to the brain. So even if you sit this way and slightly, my traditions like you need to have a slightly move. So rather than just sitting there, then mind can go in a different direction. So, but if you use in a slightly, it's making more connecting always. And within 5 minutes, you can create a triangle from the head to the toe. So this is air. And this middle finger is connected to the center channel, which is which is like the purifications. If you need any purification, you need it. That will be transformed. And this finger is connected to fire energy. So anything you need to generate the chi energy, anything, when you have a cold in the mountains, they usually use the, there's also the lots of people use in the breathing exercise because they're touching the fingers, so generate the fire or generate the energy there. That was the fire energy. And this finger is connected to the water elements. So water elements is the liquidness of the body. So that's where it goes in a system. So anything you need to do the mudra, it have to be connected to the earth. So you have always connected to the earth. So when you come to the point about the green tara is the basically like it is fire energy. In other part, like mostly in the female deities, they are giving the birth to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So they consider to be a female deity, so to be powerful and strong. And that's why, and also the east, they always loving kindness. But when they need it, making sharpening, like the Vajracharya cut through with the choppers, that's the other part. So in the green tara, which is considered, the green tara have a many different ways you can talk about a green tara. There's green tara is the one like every country's text has been mentioned about the green tara. So it could be the Vajrayani tradition, esoteric tradition, can be green tara. Also the Bodhisattva way, also she is like a mother of all. That is considered. So when you point to the point like when you hold with this way in generally, so that's why it's like and also they're holding the blue lotus. So when you come to the blue lotus, blue means the sky, blue means the infinite, in the flower means like the coming out from the nowhere. It's a mixture with the all dirt and coming out. That's the lotus is. So when you come to the point like an infinite, the energy with the soft and gentle, that compass that I'm holding with this is the energy, this is the power. I am giving from my heart to everyone who need it. So bestowing, giving. So that's the, we call Baramudra, which is like infinite way of giving. So then see is in the east. So see the right leg always in the front. That means he sees always taking actions, ready to get action for anybody needed. So that's it. And green is nature. That's also other part. So nature, which is the air element, which is everybody's needed, that air element to get into the body to get healthy. So when you point to the yogic way is like because of the, if you know how to make it that the yogic way with the breathing and breathing exercise, that's the way. You don't need to do too much exercise. You can do in the breathing and breathe out exercise, inhale, exhale. You can generate so much chi and you can be always in healthy. So that's what the green tara is. So that way is like taking actions wherever needed and what kind of education or wisdom they need. She is always ready to take action. That's why she is in the east. She is in a very comfortable pose. That same pose, which is when you come to the modern world, actually that same exact pose, a little bit twisting with the other side, it's called a king asana, means a king, royal kings always sit like this, and you switch the body and move this way, then it became the green tara pose, which is called lalitasana in a Sanskrit. So it means the east way of giving to the world. So when you then come to the point like that, and everything like that, she is ready for wherever needed to transformations, and then there's also every little things with the green taras are wearing, like the ornaments and the jewels and the colors, and they have all the meanings and the significances there in the Neo Buddhist traditions. Like, for example, like they always have 6 perfections. 6 perfections, like they have always have a necklace. So necklace, like it's not only one necklace, they always have 3 necklace. So the inner, outer, and secret, they usually approach that way. So first necklace, generosity, love and kindness and compassion and whatever we needed for the life, it's come from here. It's not come from the intellectual brain, it's always come from here. So then we call the Dhanaparamita, which is like she have a complete Dhanaparamita. So that's why she wear the 3 different layers in the outer, inner, and secret. Not so only the giving part way. It's have a meaningful way of giving. And then a sila paramita come, discipline come. See, I have a bracelet and ankle belts there. Ankle belts and discipline is like any aspect of the life you need to keep in the disciplines. So disciplines you need to keep in the hands and feet. In other part, hand and feet is like every part of your body. It is all the nerve from the bracelet, like you can see like doctors just check the pulse, then whatever is happening, his whole body is functioning with the hands and feet. So in the other part, if you are disciplined to your hands and feet, your body naturally built that way. So that's why it's the bracelet, the ankle belt. And back in Nepal, like when you get into a 6 month, before you get a 6 month baby be born, before 6 months for the girls, before 5 months, they have a ritual, the rice feeding ceremony ritual. They usually give the big bangle to wear for 2 years. So they're making a discipline, they're making it strong. And they're also making the earring part, which is called Chanti Paramita, which is patience. Patience is like every aspect of the life, like based on what you hear. If you hear good things, you hear like, oh, great. If you hear bad thing, you just immediately react in a different way. You wouldn't have a patience. That's why it's in a Sanskrit term, they use like srotamaya pragya, wisdom way of hearing. If you hear the bad thing, that's your wisdom. It's that because of you, because you hear bad thing, so you can learn some things out of the bad things. So it's a wisdom, you can make it that transform. And then they comes with the effort, with the belt. It's used with the effort. You need to keep the effort to move forward. So all goes in here. So you don't keep just one sibling or eatings there. Make it that effort to making that digest, and then it's a transformation. So those 4 things making the Buddhism is perfect. In other part, like every human being in the planet, they need it that way. Generosity, kindness, and love, and patience, and disciplines, and effort. And it is applied to everything in the planet. So when you keep the effort, that's why we learn a lot of things in there. Then everything that the 4 paramitas completed, then it's come with the crown. Everything's when you come to the making that a meaningful way of a 4 paramita, everything you do as the meditation. The crown is considered a meditation. So that's why it's also the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they always have a 5 pointed crowns, which means the east, west, north, south, I have understanding everything. That's the kind of concept. And other parts, like as a human body, the meditation means that way. If you have a compassion, kindness in everything you do and practice that way, it suits itself as the meditation. So you are giving compassion, you are giving awareness, so making that awareness to the other. And then 6 paramitas comes with the bindis, with the tika, we call. That's with the 6 paramita come with the wisdom. So anything you do with that awareness, then it's become as the completely wisdom. So whole figure is the wisdom body, and whole figure is a yogic body. That's also that. When you quit to the pose with this way, it's make you soft and gentle. That's why it's, those deities like 1,000 years before and 1,000 years after will be the same pose. Truthness never change. So they are into grounding to the earth with the lotus in a basically lotus, sitting on the top of lotus means soft and easy way, relaxing. That's the yogic. They never change, like that. They've been for 1,000 years, they're going to be in 1,000 years more. So that's what's the power. That's what's those are like taking that into when you were dancing. We're not just like, oh, I'm dancing green tara. We take the whole wisdom and embody with the wisdom. And then when you one by one, you put all the ornaments and the jewelry, you are visualizing that I am receiving all the teachings in the body. So once you completely dress up, then you all be different person, and you dance with that. And then today's the mudras and gestures, body moves in there, softly and gently, it is all in there. So when you talk about a green tara dance, they usually have a basically iconography. They basically we usually say that like statue or painting give a life to with your body. So introducing whatever it is in a statue, whatever in a painting, you come out with your body and give a meaning with that to the statue. An inner meaning, not only outer meaning, it's an inner meaning, so you can feel, you can connect. That's what's about green Tara. So I can show you some green Tara dance with what do we have here.
Yes, anything
There's a
Green Tara or Simhamukha, Kurukulle, Yeshe.
so
So,
descriptions of the green Tara is here. We translated everything here. So Harita Barna, Lalitasana, Eka Bakra. So basically green colors, one basically like a green green in colors, one eyes is a positions, sit in the positions as the Lalitasana Ispo. So Doye Dristi Kriti Ratna Moni Manita. So two eyes with the beautiful jewels and diamonds it's in the head. Namami Namami, I bow to the green Tara. An untimely death, that's Akala Mrityu Nasani, the two won't be happening. So any kind of Akala Mrityu means also the any kind of accident dead, any kind of disease dead, any kind of, it's cut through with that way. That's it's about a green Tara. So it's also talk about Dahine Prabhu say away Pradata, Bame Bhuja, Nilur Pari. So right hand holding, right hand giving bestow, left hand basically saying that blue lotus. And Pancha Chir Bastra. So the west is being tied with the flow with the ifur. It's energy. It's a flow with many different things in there. Bastra Suchelaka Dharita. So flowings all that is tight in the west. And Pancha Jnana. So 5 wisdoms. Giving to the and a liberation, that is his job. And then in the Charya dance, always composure, they talk about like my dedication for a lifetime and lifetime. So Aretara Charane, Janma Janma Saran, I bow to you. And also composer write himself is Kulisha Ratna Bajra. I'm a Kulisha Bajra, means a Bajra Kuratna. That's my name is. That's why I wrote. So, and then they praise with the sloka they call like Namastare Turevire to Stare Panasam. So I bow to the Tara, it's a powerful one, soft and gentle, and here cut through with all the unnecessary things. And then today Sarvarta, today Tare, Swakaram Namamiam. So one throughout the worlds with one Tara and destroy harmful things that bow to the Tara. So simple way. So this is about a 10-minute dance. It's a ragas. They also have a Gunjali ragas and Jatitala. Jatitala is a connection to the rhythms with the 7-beat and the ragas of the Gunjali. So it goes in the different melody. As soon as you have a melody comes, every melodies have the inside part, which is make you transformation. So there is, yeah. Did I share that picture? Yeah. No. So embodiment of the Tara. So that's why when we do the Tara, so first you need to learn about the what do you call it, word translation into the English. So you make it that it's a meaningful for way. Also the other part, once you get knowing the meaning, it's easy to do. Like it's never, you can do it this way or you can do it this way. One, face, oh face, oh face, oh face. You can make mudras is many different ways. It's language, you express in a different way. So, but the body move with the day we call the 4-step. 4-step with the whole universe dance is in a 4-step. So they call Alida, Pratyalida, and Suchi and Baju Suchi Para. So that 4-step is like a kind of like a yin yang. It's like a first 2 step like the Alida and Pratyalida. It's a strong, it's like more like the masculine, like the male, like a Vajrapanis and Vajrayoginis, powerful and strong. And then Suchi and a Baju Suchi, it's more like a soft and gentle with the Avalokiteshvara pose, like a walking in the sky, fills into. So that's kind of in a step work in this dance tradition. So within that 4-step, all dance been done. So that's and then so in the beginning it's always hard to coordinate like your body and the feet and the mudra to go together. So that's why foundations needed to like a mantra practice with the 1, 2, 3, 4, and move with the bodies with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can make it that change in transactions in this dance. So same way, all the dance, like as I say, like with every dance we have like it's the same concept. Like if you say Nairatma, we have also many different dance in the Nairatma. We have also the Simhamukha, which is the rhythm difference, tala different. That's also make you into the different way of movement. So
Can you tell us a little bit for the listeners who is Nairatmya in
Mhm.
relation to Hebadra,
Okay,
and
sure.
and a little bit about her dance?
Okay, so I
And
can share with this. So Nairatma is the actually Nairatma have lots of wonderfuls about Nepal. She's the one who's the founder of Nepal, that I can say. And Manjusri considered to be you know the, because of the blessing from the Nairatma, Manjusri get the empower, and the Manjusri created the city. But the Nairatma is been there. So Nairatma is considered to the Hebadra. So you may hear about a lot about Hebadra tantras and Hebadra's teachings, and there's also the many different commentaries in the Hebadra. So but it's basically like Niratma is like a Nira Atma, which is no soul, and no nothing there. Basically, essence is there. So that's in the Kathmandu Valley. The founder of the it just the we call that Niratma is just it was there, and it's invisible, and it is, but the incredible energy is there. So that is kind of like a history. If you look into the Nepal history or Swayambhu Purana, they talk about the Nairatma when the Manjusri cut the gores and then blossoming the 1,000 petal lotus, follow the root of the lotus, it's end in the where that end, which is called Guhyeshwari, which means secret mother goddess of the secretness. So, and end there, and then Manjusri sit there, meditate, and then Nairatma appeared there to guide to Manjusri what need to be done. So, Hebadra, the Nairatma in Kathmandu in Nepal, like she is the founder of that. Then her concert, Hebadra Tantra comes, and it is also from Nepal. So it's coming from Nepal too. Uh, what do you call gave it. But when you talk about just to the Nairatma dance, like there's a many versions of Nairatma because many masters they follow with the Nairatma in Hebadra, so they have many different compose with the Nairatma song. This one is a very simple one. So is we how to explain. So it's considered the Dakinis in Nepal Valley. We have a different systems and a different way with the 5 Dakinis. It's not, we do also have the same Dakinis with the Kandahar openings, according to Tibetan tradition. We do have that also in a part of the practice, part of the sadhana. But in Kathmandu Valley, it is considered to the mandala of the Dakinis in Nepal. So there's a 4 Dakinis in a 4 different way, and 4 Dakinis in the 4 different positions, which is Nairatma only the one with the blue Dakini. Race it's a red. It doesn't have like the red blue. It's in like a 5 Buddhist way. So, but in the practice of the Nairatma or sadhana of the Nairatma, then there is became as the 5 Dakinis with the 5 different colors. But in the Nairatma itself, like in the Nairatma, it is in the Guhyeshwari area. Then also they have a Kharga Yogini, which is Sur Dakini, which is considered, which you don't see in the Tibetan tradition. And then they also have a Sky Dakini, which is the Vijeshwari, which is flying in the sky. Then there is also the Vajracharya is a parping, which is the Asura cave, with the Guru Rinpoche came and sit there for meditation, and a center considered the Vajrabarahi. So then, so each of them it is have a own history, and each of them have each master came to the pilgrimage to Kathmandu and take homage to the Swayambhu, and then they discover and in the spot they try to cross the river, it's there, and they compose the Charya song and to honor to the deities. That is happening. So this is also like a other part of the Charya dance is like a to memorize what does it look like before pen and pencil. So that's just the other part. Before pen and pencils, how you can memorize that, what does it look like and what does the energy look like. So that's why they Hebadra Alingana Sukha Saila, living with the joyful way with the Hebad Jagata, living with a joyful way with embracing the Hebadras in there. And Jagata Mata Zina Janani, she's always been leader of the mother goddesses. Mokuta Kiriti, so they talk about and Mundamala with the human skull. That's the other part, which is a human skull and a skull garlands and a human skull. That's about the wisdom traditions, which teach you to wisdom how many different kind of mentals in this planet as a human being, how many different way you can see in the mental. So basically, like when you come to the skull, like they have a internal understanding with any mental factor with any being, any sentient being, any human beings. Basically, that means like they can see, they can give the wisdom based on what mental you have, which kind of mentality you have. So they have a fully understanding internally. And then some are like the fresh human, like they are really fresh. They are pretty like in sharpening, like they know. You don't need to explain who you are. They are already qualified. They are already awakening. That's part. So that's why they usually, Munda Mala, they usually said, Bame Katapara Katwanga Dhari. There's also the Nara Charma Pratal in the Deha. That's also the other part. Human skins. So they wearing the human skins. This is more like an esoteric part, but human skin is considered to be like understanding every cells in the skin. Every cells is connected to the body. Like that's only the internal and external part. Every cells in the body, I have awareness with this. So this is more like a symbolic gesture, but some people may take it the wrong way. But it is all about a symbolic gesture. They are non-violence. All the deities are. So that's why it's Tandava always dancing. So that's also she is dancing always. So Kulisha, that's a Tabacharane Saranam. So the Kulisha is a Vajracharya who wrote this Charya song. So any details as you want to know about this? So Niratma Sri Nairatma Devi. So no soul, that is Nairatma. Nila Samadeha with its Doye Bhuza, which is bringing that as a blue and equality. It's basically so. In the sky, it is like a distinction between that bad and good. And also the other part, like the dualistic mind doesn't work in the reality. That's what they talk about in the Nairatma. So,
and something also you mentioned, the last line says Pancha Jnana Trikaya Yoga. So all of this Vajrayana or Buddhist theory, 5 wisdoms, 3 bodies, it's embodied in the dance, in this dance in her form.
Yeah. So that's the Pancha Trikaya, like the 3 bodies. So talk about like and so that's why like how you can see it in the 3 bodies, Kaya body, Baka body, Chitta body, how you can make it that as the meaningful. So this is like not just only the dancing, it is like a complete Dharma teachings it through with the dance. So that is about the teachings about every Dharma aspect. It's through with the dance that we teach as a Dharma. That is Panchajina, Trikaya, Vajra Dhagate Namo. So, Namo Namastu Tapsai Sri Guru Namo. So, we translate word by word so you can put together and, Sanskrit word, then it's making sentence. And then you go to the more analyze and make a meaningful to, and they have a history behind there, like the Panchagana, like the what is the Panchagana there. So you need to go through with this all the Ganas and find the Ganas in there. Trikaya, three bodies. How is that goes in the three bodies? So this is all the Dharma teachings. That's where it goes into reality. So yeah, this is the Mangal Basanta Katankara, Tala Katankara. So Katankara is about 12, I think so, 12 bit. I forget that is one. And melody is different. Ahanira Ahatma Sri Rahatma. Very different melodies than any other. So yeah, it's dancing is like every aspect, like it's emotion difference, energy difference, and and expression different, and what about that the general, it's in it completely, what I call that is, this is tribally, so that and then Trihura with the three beats stay there. Simhamukha de Visweta Barnani La Trinetra Ahaye Kamukha Ur Daga Nalarata Kesa Antenahum Tenahum Namami Namami Sri Singhamu Kidebi. So emotions, it's a be, melody make you into emotions, and that's also the other part. So that's also iconographies, and also they talk about snakes and different as ornaments. They have like the humans and the hive and the snakes and the tigers. That's also the other part. It's also the symbolic meanings it's giving here. So yeah, that means we have all the Vajra Yogini, Kharga Yogini, Akasa Yoginis, and the Yogini mandalas. We have all the Vajra Yogini.
A little bit about the Yeshe Tsogyal.
Yes, Tsogyal. Yeah, we have also Tsogyals.
I believe I saw it up here. Just one over on the top right. I thought it was just to the right top row.
We do also that Yutuk Nintuk dance too, so just let you know. It's a T I have here, yeah. Yeshe Tsogyal.
I believe I saw her somewhere around here.
Yeah. Oh, so
is this Yeshe Tsogyal?
Oh, Buddha. Yeah, we have Yeshe Tsogyal. Dedicated and Devi Niratma.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah. Parmachandra is a Kirana Mandala Mahaje. So the light and flowers, moons with the light and light mandalas in center of the mandalas with the luminous light, and dancings in the Padma, the Damaro Bhajante, so with dancing with the playing the cattle drums and Tena Hu Tena Hu. This is very much like a Singamukha raga, same like it's Dina Dattva Riddhis Hidaya Siddhi Pradata, so from the heart, giving the wisdom throughout. Ekarupa Na Nanda Rupini Surupini. So one form in a soft and flowers and kind of nature with this is. So Doibuza the so Yeshe Tsogyal is like a concert of the Guru Rinpoche. So Guru Rinpoche is when lots of people doesn't talk about that much about the Newar history about the Guru Rinpoche. So Guru Rinpoche was in Nepal for a long period of time. If you go to the Nepal, there's Asura cave. He was being initiated by, they call it Hunkara Vajra, and he got an initiation from the masters from Nepal, and he was practicing. Then he got a siddhi, and then he went to many different places to help and liberate. They also the Guru Rinpoche, the one like at the Bodhi seat, where the Bodhi seed came there. Guru Rinpoche subdued all the enemies and subdued all the demons, and then after subduing that need to be make the purified as space, and he throw the seed and create the body. That's also in Nepal, in top of the hill. It's just amazing. Then they have a many place in the whole entire Nepal. They have a Guru Rinpoche place, and Guru Rinpoche's impact so much in the Newar Buddhist. Actually, they say that he came to studies and he made it that as meaningful way of life. So then, Tsogyal was concerned. Also, there is also Mandarba. So two, and then in a Tibetan, they always say that Guru Rinpoche have a Tibetan wife. In India, if you go that as Guru Rinpoche have an Indian in other Indian wife. Newar he used to have a Sakya wife. So history is whoever say the history, it goes in that way. So, but Newar history doesn't public that much because there's no that much scholars who talk about more about the history in Nepal. So you don't hear that much. But there is the written about Guru Rinpoche. It's written in the Nepali language. So it was the Newar Sakya clan that Guru Rinpoche's one of the concert is. So yeah, it is all there. We also have in the Sanskrit too, so it's needed to be Sanskrit too. So what else I can say about that?
Lastly, if you have any time, is there anything you would share about Kurukulle's dance?
Yes, we have also Kurukulle dance. It is. Into file goes. Here. All the Dakini.
Very extensive liturgies.
Well, I mean, so we dance every day, so that's the sort of part. So we have to, keep filing, and also the English most important for the translation for the people to practice. So many times we did the dance. This is actually Helen actually on her birthdays, 60th birthday, she did a solo performance on a Kurukulle dance. So Tribhuvana Janani Sri Kurukulle Devi. So she's known in the three worlds, Raktabarda, Mukutta Kesi. So the red in the, that's the talk about a hairpiece and the beautiful hairpiece, Namami Sri Kurukulle Tara. So, and then they did a Chaturpuja. This is based, 4 arms. Okay. Ankusa Saradhanu. So Ankus is the hookers and this, the bow and arrows, Then Rahu Mastaka with the negative forces, with the stamping a negative force base, So basically, like iconography is what you see in the statues and the painting, basically talk. And Prani Sammohana, that's the other part, which is hypnotizing, or what do you call that? Magnetizing. That is his job. So you see with the gaze, with the eyes, and make that as hypnotize. So
can you explain Lasya karma?
Lasya karma means soft, like it's the she have like the juicy, that we call like a juicy ways. She can make it that juicy ways, like making transformation for people. That is like she have that in the past. She carried that way. So Lasya karma is like a giving that with the hypnotizing people without people even doesn't knowing, not knowing even that how she can make it the manifestation and transformations. So that's about, yeah.
And
so
for
basically iconography is up, yeah.
Any of these dances, sometime you in Charya Tantra have mantras associated, or
Yeah. We do the initiation before learning the dance, and then we do the visualizations, sadhana practice before they dance. So it's all the mantras involved. Yeah. Practice involved with the mantras and sadhana. So that goes with that. Yeah. I mean, it's a so maybe it's we just only focus on the one deities it will be make more meaningful than rather than I'm just trying to get overall the everything's in a one. So, but I mean, I did thought every one day is for like the 3 or 4 class. So it's that's I usually do for the teachings here. So I don't when I teach it's a couple hours for the talk about the meanings and then so people can understanding some more details about who they are, and then you can embodiment. So that the practice that take you for a month and 2 months and 3 months, it is take a time for that to practicing with the embodiment with that. So that's
But
the
how
yeah.
can people connect with you to learn more? Specifically, some of these dances, are any of these taught ongoing? What's the best way?
I didn't have that much classes going on, so but if people interested, let me know so we can keep in the mailing list. So and then we can just make it happen, like at the retreat, like at the weekend retreat for each deity. So the 10 days course on the one day is to focus on that part. So yeah, we can make it that happen. So
That would be wonderful. Perhaps we
but we do, I used to go every like at the Pure Land Farm. We usually do East Dance at the East. They have actually lots of recordings about my past pandemic for the 2 years or 3 years. I've been teaching online for East Dance and for like a month course or every Saturday, month course or 2 month course or 3 month course. I've been doing that. So each day is only one particular day is we do practicing. So yeah.
well, wonderful, whether through Pure Land Farms or we can
Or
help
any, yeah, if you want to host, yeah, well, we can make that happen. Yeah.
So thank you again so much for your
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
And we
yes, great.
can
So,
speak again
good for
soon.
people to, yeah. Also looking forward to see you soon too here in Portland.
Yes, we will hopefully see you,
Yeah,
in about one or
yeah,
2 weeks.
yeah, yeah,
And maybe perhaps we can learn something about these dances there.
sure. Yeah, yeah. That's really great. Great. Yeah.
Thank
Great.
you
Great.
so much.
Okay. I'll see you. Yeah. Great.